It's just gone lunchtime. This is All Angles here on eNCA. Good afternoon. I'm Masego. It is that time of the day when we give you an update on how far some of the stories we've been following up for you here on channel have advanced. Here's your lunchtime update. We have our reporters who are out and about following up on our stories. We have Manqoba Mchunu in Pretoria, and we also have Lethiwe Mdluli in Richards Bay. Let me start with Manqoba. Manqoba, you of course have been covering the Senzomiwa murder trial. It has adjourned until Monday. This is in the High Court in Pretoria. Can you just tell us why it's been adjourned until Monday?
Well, Masego, the defense asking for more time to consult their clients, and this is after a new witness was meant to have taken the stand this afternoon. We understand that it is another police officer who's going to give evidence on, the photos that are downloaded from the phones of accused number 2 as well as accused number 5. And he was meant to have then testified after the evidence of Constable Zungu had stood down. This is after Advocate Zandile Mshololo had requested more time to go over some of the photos that were on a memory stick that she was meant to have used. So what we understand is that this particular statement that was meant to be read in court today had been prepared on Friday. So the defense saying that they do not have time to go over this particular statement and to prepare for this evidence that was going to be laid. So essentially saying that they're going to need 2 more days to do so. But earlier on we heard evidence suggesting, the links between these particular suspects, and we understand that that is what this new witness is going to be testifying to those effects. But also earlier on we heard the cross-examination of Constable Zungu with Advocate Zandile Mshololo continuing to pose questions to him, denying his versions of events as far as what he says happened on the 26th of October, when he says all the 5 accused were at the hostel in Vosloorus at a gathering that had taken place, and accused number 5 continuing to deny, saying that he was never there. In fact, he even produced a photo in court where he shows that around 5 o'clock in the afternoon he had in fact been at George Koch Hostel, and he says this was his alibi, that in fact he was not anywhere near the hostel. Take a listen.
Accused says that he never went to Busuthu Hostel in Vosloorus, as we have said. From around 5 when those pictures were taken, he moved to his place where he was staying in a flat in Johannesburg, CBD.
But there isn't anything that I can comment about because you are telling me.
Okay. Accused number 5 also denies any involvement in the commission of the offense in this matter. No comment.
Oh, no comment. No comment, yes.
All right, let's bring in Lethiwe Mdluli in Richards Bay. Lethiwe, helicopters continuing to waterbomb the fire at the Woodchip Mall, or factory rather, mill factory in Richards Bay. This has been going on since Saturday, and the fire remains under control, I understand. But what other precautions are nearby residents being urged to take?
Well, Masego, it's day 5 since the fire started here in Richards Bay, and the NCT company does say that everything is under control, but of course there are fears because there is a lot of smoke coming from the wood chip that is currently burning. We do understand that there's 3 piles that are currently on fire, and residents right now basically are concerned about the smoke that is in the air. But we've just come from a briefing where air quality teams were briefing us on the safety that that residents have to basically undergo to make sure that they are not exposed to this. But they are saying that everything is fine. They are asking that for those vulnerable groups to stay indoors and make sure that they don't expose themselves to the smoke here near the company. So basically they've been warned to stay away. Right now though, I'm joined by the CEO of Fosco, Mr. James Morotoba. I want to bring him in because we want to talk to him about the dangers that the company might be facing their neighboring NCT. Mr. Morotoba, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. Fosco is neighboring NCT, and I know that you have dangerous chemicals stored here. What is the situation currently?
Thank you very much, Lethiwe. Currently, indeed that we do carry in the normal course of operation sulfur and ammonia on site. And as it stands right now, we have depleted all the ammonia stocks on site so that we eliminate the risk of ammonia explosion. And in terms of sulfur, we have reduced the sulfur levels down to 6,000 tons only. We have the capacity to carry 80,000 tons. So we have reduced that to a day or 2 days consumption only. And we will continue to carry such levels so that we can minimize the potential risk of major fire should the fire cross over to our operations.
Are there any fears from your side that the fire might actually cross over?
So far, our trigger point has been monitoring the TWK stockpiles, which are between ourselves and NCT, and those have been protected. And all the efforts by disaster management, the municipality, and the firefighting team has been protecting those stockpiles. So we are confident that we are protected at the moment, and should those stockpiles, TWK stockpiles, catch fire, then that will trigger potential evacuation of our employees on site. But as it stands right now, we're comfortable that the decisions and the mitigations that we have in place are sufficient.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, Masego, from the CEO of Fosco, basically saying that they are basically hopeful that the fire will not spread to their company. But on the ground, we also spoke to Danny Kanusin, who's the general manager at NCT. He is saying that right now their focus is on the stockpile that has not been burnt. And currently, their efforts have been yielding results. As you hear, there are helicopters going around basically dropping chemicals on the stock that was not burnt. And those measures have basically been working, and they're saying that they're going to continue with those measures until the fire is basically completely gone. But we also spoke to the municipality as well, who did brief us about the safetiness of the residents. They are saying that the fire is very far away from the residential areas here in Richards Bay. So they are saying that everyone is safe for now, and if anything changes, they will keep the community updated.
All right, that was your eNCA lunchtime update from all angles with reporters Manqoba Mchunu and Lethiwe Mdluli.